after a female teacher succumbed. The family of the teacher, Juliana Mujema, who was also the boarding mistress of the school, says initial tests had shown she had suffered from malaria, but the latest tests had shown she died of crucial organs failure. In a statement to newsrooms, however, the Ministry of Health says the disease is likely to be a mixture of, it's said to be a mixture of E. coli and Salmonella typhi, which occurs when water sources are contaminated with microorganisms. As at now, 19 students are still admitted in 7 health facilities across the county.
The closure of the Sacred Heart Mukumu Girls High School in Kakamega County following a strange illness that hit the school. Parents and their children alike have been tensed as the death toll hits 3 learners and the school boarding mistress. At the Kakamega funeral parlor, the family of the departed teacher, Juliana Mujema, still in shock and disbelief, has just arrived to book her body at the facility after transferring it from Eldoret, where she passed on while undergoing treatment. It is agony and pain, but say the deaths are avoidable.
We just want to plead with the government to correct these acts of omissions and commissions that are at the school. And if it is true that the death of my sister has been brought forward through irresponsibility on the part of Board of Management, then let the government see how it can be corrected.
The family that is in possession of her medical report claims she was diagnosed with malaria at first, but wonders how it turned out her crucial organs, liver and kidney, failed, raising questions of whether it was just misleading or covering up, as the cause of the first death reported remain unknown.
It is important that we address the causes of this organ failure. That is the big point.
When it reached around 12, the girl began to give up. The girl gave up. The blood was being added, but the blood being added, so she just died. She succumbed.
Of course, when you look at the earlier symptoms of malaria, it was all sounding normal. And that is why we've been waiting for the further analysis and the results from Cambridge, which have indicated that the root cause could be the iron from the contaminated water and food.
The Ministry of Health, through a statement to newsrooms, says the disease is likely to be a mixture of E. coli and Salmonella typhi, which usually occurs if water sources are contaminated with these microorganisms. Tests have further revealed the students might have consumed poisonous food.
Blood samples were taken, stool samples were taken, food samples were also taken, and as at today, what is causing our girls to have those symptoms appears to be contamination from food and water.
Since the reporting of the first case at the institution, 627 learners were taken ill but were discharged, except 19 were still admitted in several health facilities in 7 counties. Last week, Health CS Dr. Susan Nahomicha and Education PS Dr. Belio Kipsang toured the troubled school on a fact-finding mission where they checked on its source of water, dry cereal stores, and warned of consequences should anybody be found of negligence culpability. Butere Boys High School in the same county is also still closed, but all learners who were admitted were cleared and allowed to leave. Alan Ochanda, KTN News.
Ahead in business news, is the government broke? We tell you how the government spent resources in March